All right, everybody. Happy Friday. Big waves to you. You guys are amazing, amazing, amazing. So, for all the parents out there, I got to give a shout out to my son. How many of you you can feel the energy in my face when Peyton's on? So, I got to give you a big shout out, son. Love you, buddy. So, all right, here's the thing. So, the word for today, before we go into the word, I want to say this because I see that he's come on, and maybe we said this earlier a couple of days ago, and he wasn't on. But guys, Al Diaz is on from Miami, Florida. He always comes in. We always joke around with Al about being happy hour Al down in Miami. But I've been to their home, and what amazing! Him and his wife, just absolutely amazing people. But Al this week lost his brother. And so in the comments, I know we have massive prayer warriors out there. If you give him some love in the comments, he loves this community. He talks about this community and he's like, oh man, this is just starts my day off right. And Al, we want you to know that you're in our thoughts and prayers. And we're so sorry for you and your family's loss. And we pray for you, brother. So I know you're giving him plenty of love. Thank you guys for that. So Friday, we have a birthday today. And if any of you know Miss Sandy Herbert, it is her birthday. I don't know if any of you can make Sandy get on so we could sing because Alan Schultz and Alan White are great, great. They're tenors in the singing. They're tenors, if you were wondering. But we would love to sing to Sandy if she's on this morning. You get her on. So this is Wacky Friday, and you guys, this is a great word I'm about to say because you stretch me on Fridays with these wacky words that Andrea gives me from you guys. So the word for today is tenterhooks. Tenterhooks. Is there any, put a one in the comment if you know what a tenterhook is. I do now. I do now after this word. So tenterhooks refers to a state of tension. Has any of you this week been in a state of tension? Miss Cagle, you ever get tense? Like, whoa, oh. Some of you trying to do social media, you try and do this echo hub. You're in a state of tension all the time. I see Karen Hill on. Like she calls me, she's like, I listen, tension. Tenor means a state of tension, suspense, anxious anticipation. I'm just kidding, Karen. I'm stretching myself with that echo hub. Like you're waiting on something important and you can't relax until you know the outcome. Wouldn't it be amazing if God would just come to us on our shoulder, just tell us the outcome? Like, Coach Bill, don't worry. Like, you're in Partner Co. There's like $6 million coming your way. There's going to be a massive organization. Just stay the course. And he just kind of knows it. Like, he's just like, I don't know. It's going to happen over the next 3 years. It would be so much easier and less tense, right? you know. But we have all this anticipation, and if you're in sales, like Alan White has concrete sales, and he goes out and he quotes a job, and it's a big job, and it supplies his company, and then maybe he doesn't get the job. It's like the anticipation of the big project. It's tension, it's stress, it's worry. Like am I going to get it? Am I not? You contact a rail or a prospect in network marketing. You're like, they could kill this thing. Oh, they could kill this thing. And it's all tense and stressed out. And then they go, Rennie, they go, yeah, I'm not interested. Whew, what an array of emotions you have, right? But tenterhooks refers to that state of tension. So actually, here's the cool thing about tenterhooks. It comes from the textile industry, making clothes like stretching them on these hooks so they wouldn't shrink. That's where the word came from. Just so everybody knows, we all got smarter today if you didn't know that. Uh, and so it shifted into tenterhooks being like describing stretching people thin. Have you ever been in work? Maybe you're here right now, where you feel stretched thin. You're like, what call do I get on? What do I do? I got to go get this job quote. I'm working a full-time job. Coach is coaching basketball. He's trying to do network. Like there's just all this. I feel a little stretched thin. So where do I go with this? Why is it important? Every single human on this call and listening into this recording all over the world, for as long as this recording's out on my YouTube channel, thousands of people will watch this video. If you went to my YouTube channel, you'd see that. Like, we're all going to be at some point tenterhooks in our life. We're going to be stretched thin. We're going to have tension. We're going to have things, Sheila Balkowski. She already has like tenterhook moments. Like it's going to be sometimes family, sometimes things in our organizations, drama. We're going to have like we feel like we're stretched thin because I've got basketball, I got this I'm wanting to grow, I got all this stuff. Why is it important? Everybody's going to go through it. Everybody's either at the beginning stages of it, in the middle of it, or they just came out of it. It's ordained from the beginning of time. This is where we're at. So just take a big deep breath and know you're no different than anybody else. You think I'm tenterhooks is attached to me right now? We got Black Friday coming up. Like we got all this stuff. Somebody's got to need a strategy. I'm like on the early morning Zooms. Yeah. Who's going to create the strategy? Like you think that stretched a little thin. But you know what, Brent? Pause instead of panic. You know what, Brent? Respond instead of react. Because a lot of times when we're in those tenterhook moments, we're irritable. We want to go to attack mode. It's Buffy Wallen's fault. It's her fault. I'm stressed out. I'm mad. I'm tenterhook moments in my life. And I'm like, who can I attack today? Because not because I dislike them, because I'm just in a state of panic. I'm in a state of, I want to react. Why is Greg Bibb not in that moment? Well, possibly he is. He's just not acting in a degree of panic like I am. So here's my challenge to all of us. Say a prayer, take a deep breath, pause, and go. Every single one of us is going through it. We're in it, we're at it, we're starting it, we're coming out of it. We're all going through those tenterhook moments. And understanding it and responding rather than reacting. Okay, got Black Friday coming up. I got to respond by coming up with a strategy and putting it in place. And I need a group of people around me to support in that. Understanding it gives us opportunities for those stretching moments. And that today is what tenterhook means to me. And it was timely because let me tell you, in a lot of directions right now, I'm stretched in a tenterhook way, right? I'm stretched. So, Andrew, I'll turn it to you to close us out. Great word, Marlene. Thank you for this. I've never used that. So,
I've never even heard of this word. So that's kind of what makes it fun. And you never know, like, was it, I didn't know, is this a silly thing? Is this kind of a little bit more serious thing? I don't know, because I've never even heard of it. So loved it. And, Kimberly Brecka had me for a moment. She got grumpy, Andrea, for just a quick second via text. And then I said, oops, okay. I guess I got pulled a little bit on those tenterhooks for a second. So the quote that I found, okay, because you guys know I love me some quotes. Patience is not the ability to wait, but how you act when you are on tenterhooks. So when we're stretched thin, how do we behave in those moments, right? And if we want to behave a little bit better, right? We want to raise that emotional intelligence. If we don't want to be that person that other people have to tiptoe around when we're having our moments, well, how can we do that? That's what I looked into, because sometimes this can be a struggle. So, first of all, breathe like you mean it. Long exhales tell our body that we're safe. So when we're in that moment and we're feeling a tad bit dramatic, any dramatic people out there, okay, I'll lower my hand. If we're feeling a little dramatic, take a moment. And you guys will hear me talk about box breathing all the time. I won't go into details. You can Google it, right? It's an actual thing. But exhale for longer than you inhale, and watch your body just come to a little bit more place of peace. It's not going to solve the problem, but it will let you come back down a little bit so that you can respond instead of react. Next is to move your energy. So at our house, we say we got to get the wiggles out, whatever that looks like. I remember when my son was little, we were a homeschool family, and he'd be like on my head. And I'm like, okay, none of us are doing anything productive. We got to go get those wiggles out. We've got to go take a walk. We've got to go stretch. We've got to go run around the block a little bit, jump up and down, dance in the kitchen, whatever we can do. Ashley, I think, was on a Zoom with me yesterday, and I kind of did the arm shake where I'm like, okay, hold on. I just got to get this out a little bit, and just picture the gazelle, right? So the gazelle that got away.
Rini said, could you do that again? So what you shaking out the tension? Could you do that again, Andrew, right there? Oh, there you go. There you go,
You
Rini.
just tease me on camera. Thank you. So I'm
Sorry,
so
sorry.
glad that we can
Okay.
move into this. But picture the gazelle that got away, not the one that didn't, right? But when the gazelle gets away, what happens? You can watch like their whole skin kind of ripples because they do this full body shake. Well, we can do the same thing to shake off when we're in those tenterhooks. I'm not doing it again. Next is to name the feeling, right? When we are feeling something, if we can slow down a moment to actually name it. I'm feeling a little anxious right now. I'm feeling a little bit of anticipation right now. I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed right now. Whatever it is, if you say it out loud, no, Eva Marie, say it out loud. It takes the sting out just a little bit. That was a really rough no. I didn't mean it that aggressively. Next is to create a tiny little plan. So, what can I control in this moment? Right? Maybe not the big picture, but there's probably something in this moment that I can control. And that can help ground us so we can take the next step when we're feeling a little bit stretched. Next is to stay curious instead of bracing. So everything feels just a little bit lighter when we ask ourselves, or we kind of slow down enough to say, what might make this possible? How could I possibly get to the other side? What could I do to work through this? Like leaning into a place of curiosity instead of that stiff, you guys can feel it, like that stiff feeling where, oh, how can I overcome this? And we kind of fight it. We can instead lean into it. Lean into it and switch our mindset into a place of curiosity. Next would be to lean on our people. Hopefully, every single one of you, and I know you are because you're right here, are surrounded by people that can help us take some of that weight onto their shoulders. So go figure out who your people are that will help you, lean in with you, right? Go reach out to them, send them a text message, pick up the phone, go get together, but find your people to lean on in those moments when you're feeling stretched. And then last, trust the timing you can't see yet, right? Life has this beautiful way, this wild way of working out better than our anxious mind thinks it's going to, right? We can lean into the negative, we can trust the timing in the positive and move forward that way. So great word
Great
mark.
lesson. Great lesson. Guys, we love you. We appreciate you. Have an amazing weekend. And Sandy Herbert is on. Sandy Herbert, we hope you have the most amazing day ever. We love you. We're so grateful for you being a part of the community. And here we go, everybody. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday to
birthday, dear
Sandy.
Sandy.
Happy
Happy
birthday to
Happy
birthday
you.
to
birthday
you.
to
Everybody.
you.
Many more.
Happy
Happy birthday, Sandy. We love